There are coordinates on our map that are marked "Do Not Enter." We think the age of exploration is over. We think we know every inch of Earth. We are wrong. The Stone Age is not history. It is happening right now. When the modern world collides with these lost tribes, the result is catastrophe. Today, we unlock the forbidden files, the accidental encounters, the murders, the miracles. Welcome to Whispers of Mystery. Let's step into the time machine. It looks like paradise, North Sentinel Island, but this is the most dangerous place on Earth. In 1981, a crew of sailors ran aground here. They expected a rescue. Instead, they saw 50 men on the beach, not waving hello, waving weapons. For a week, they were besieged, a steel ship attacked by bow and arrows. They barely escaped with their lives, but the mystery remained. Who are they? The evidence. Genetic analysis suggests they have been alone for 60,000 years. They are arguably the only people left who do not know how to make fire. They only preserve it. The tragedy. In 2018, an American missionary tried to make contact. He wanted to save them. Instead, they dragged his body into the jungle. The analysis. Why the violence? It is not just anger, it is survival. They likely remember an ancient plague. They know that outsiders bring invisible death. Their violence is a quarantine. They are protecting the end of the world. But their isolation gave them a superpower, the 2004 tsunami. While modern humans died by the thousands, the Sentinelese vanished into the hills. Theory. They felt the earth vibrate. They listened to the animals. They rely on technology. They rely on instinct. Who is truly more advanced? From the fire of the island to the ice of the taiga, Siberia, 1978. A Soviet pilot is flying over a region that is supposed to be empty. He spots a garden, a geometric impossibility in the wilderness. Geologists land to investigate. They prepare for an abandoned camp. They found a cabin, and then a door creaks open. An old man steps out. He says, "Well, the sins of the world are upon us." This was the Lykov family. They fled religious persecution in 1936. The shock. They had missed World War II. They had no idea it happened. They had seen satellites crossing the sky. They thought they were new stars. The survival. They lived in the 17th century, eating bark, freezing. The children had never seen a stranger. Their language was distorted and strange. The father was disenchanted with modern things, but he loved clear plastic. It is glass that bends. Their greatest suffering was the lack of salt. It was physical torture for decades. The tragedy. The geologists brought gifts, but they also brought virtues. Within weeks, 3 of the 4 children were dead. Their immune systems failed. Only Agafia remains. She refuses to leave the graves of her family. She is the last guardian of a life that no longer exists. In the Brazilian Amazon, we find a story that breaks the heart. For decades, explorers found these mysterious deep holes in abandoned huts. They called him the Man of the Hole, the loneliest man on Earth. The theory: he was the sole survivor. His tribe was massacred by ranchers in the 90s. For 26 years, he never spoke a single word to another human being. If you get too close, he fired. Silence was his only defense. The investigation. He was not just a survivor. He was a master agriculturalist. But the holes? Were they traps? Or were they spiritual connections to his dead family? In August 2022, the mystery ended. He was found dead in his hammock. He had covered himself in macaw feathers. He knew death was coming. When he died, an entire language, an entire culture burned with him. (1984), Australia. Imagine living in the Stone Age while humanity walks on the moon. The Pintupi Nine, a family of nomads who had no idea Australia was colonized. They ran into a car in the desert. They each disenchanted each other. They thought the car was a giant rock that had come to life. They smelled the exhaust. They thought the monster was sick and rotting inside. The father stood his ground with a wooden spear against a combustion engine. The investigation. They were healthier than most modern humans, masters of the desert. They were taken to a town. Imagine the shock. Running water. Supermarkets. Unlike the others, they survived. They became famous artists, bridging two worlds. These stories are vanishing. The blank spots on the map are filled in. In Peru, tribes are emerging right now, fleeing illegal loggers. We call them lost, but they aren't lost. We are the ones invading. They represent something we have forgotten: resilience, silence, connection. Perhaps we shouldn't be trying to contact them. Perhaps we should be learning from them. The question: if you found a lost world, would you share it, or would you keep the secret? Subscribe to Whispers of Mystery. And remember, some doors are never meant to be opened.